It's in triple quotes. The clouds are parting. Good work. But of course, have I ever failed? Yeah, you did with that otaku cannon. Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form. The king said, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me behind." What is this? This must be some sort of joke. I am not dreaming. Is this not reality? It is. What you and I are seeing should be real anyway. Then what is that hideous thing doing up there? Oh God, we are in Mega 10. That is the portal to the demon world. The king made an egg. A giant, enormous egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away. Yes, Miss Femc. Miss Femc. Ah! What a crazy dream, huh? It's a little early to say that. The nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. After you said all that flag raising stuff, Yuya. Things certainly look a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us and quiet. There is no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was that earthquake. And then the king showed up out of nowhere. And you were there. And you were there. And you had never seen before. Idlehuts, attorney at law. Hey, weren't you chasing the ambulance? That is some Simpsons references. What happened? I'm not entirely sure myself. I think we can safely say that that king fellow doesn't want us leaving, though. I think he shut us in. I think it's because we gave him that jewel from the planisphere. This is kidnapping? Hey, Mr. King! What kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it. There's no reply. Just a cold, dark abyss. What do we do? Nageki, Yuya, are the others okay? The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he probably trapped the others in here too. Of course. We can't see anything. So we can't. I can just barely make out Nageki and Yuya, but if they step back even just a little, I think I lose them. Can't even see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any. Hey there! A bit of a bind, eh? Yeah, this Mr. Fancy Hat Migrant person is Canadian. Oh! Mr. Migrant Bird. It's good to get stuck like this. Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young. Now isn't the time for friendly old man wisdom. You know him? Well, we've bumped into him a few times. He's just a hungry old man. He's an old man? A hungry old man? That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Nanaki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep in the roof. What's going on here? Yeah, you is just realizing, who is this bird? We don't know who this bird is. This migrant bird with a fancy hat and a stick with a lantern on it. You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get out of here? I haven't the slightest. Not necessarily, yeah. Whatever it is. It's like a Manzai joke. If you're going to show up right when we're stuck, can't you at least be useful? Ha 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 ha. I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for you young folks to be in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change? We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're in a little short on time right now. We're one step away from being permanent vegetative state, after all. We're still alive. We should be here. Well, I may have come here naturally. Huh? Oh, is that right? I thought there was something odd about you. So you came here early by mistake? I like living fast. Yeah, that's a line Jackie would say. Yes, that does sound like a problem. Are only dead birds are supposed to come here? No, that's not it. Don't look so down. You weren't far off. Really? This star isn't a place anyone should come to. What do you mean? So it's not where we end up when we die? Birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are any number of places to see. But there are also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. A bit like, what is it? Hematophytes light? If you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. A hematophyte? A lure for a prey. Or something like that. You mean bait. Well, just use the word bait. It's a real problem. If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go look around. Oh, we're in Persona Q. I just beat that game. That long-winded dungeon crawling game. It's not very bright, but I can see some starlight now. There are tiny stars everywhere. I hadn't noticed before them. Your eyes are getting used to the darkness. See? A little break now and then can help too. He's right. My eyes getting used to it. We're standing at the center of a large round room with 2 doors? Yeah, one leads to Persona 3, one leads to Persona 4. Maybe everyone else is through those. Though we can't tell where they lead. Oh, don't you have your map with you? We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring any strategy guide along. But doesn't that morning dove have a planisphere? Yes, I have it. There's your map. Nageki's planisphere? It's a very nice planisphere, but will studying the constellation now really... Bom, 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 bom. Exclamation point. An egg? It looks a little like a dark nebula. That's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The star's light are the bird's soul, burning bright and happily, even in the dead egg. This is getting morbid. I wasn't expecting this whole spiritual plane death scenario and this game about dating birds. So you want to get out of here. My job is to find everyone and get us out, yes? I think I'm ready to go home. And I want to see tomorrow. Look, we're one step closer to hatching. And we're missing the sound effect. Chicks grow teeth to help them tear out their shells and into the new world. We only need to help them that once. With them, we can break out of this shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it will eventually break. Or it break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. Yeah, in Vancouver, we have the summer fair called P&E, the Pacific National Expos, or something like that. Anyways, there is a section devoted to the farmers of BC, and in there's always an egg incubator, and you can watch the baby chicks hatch. It's just always a sight to behold when you see them like break through the shell. I always check it out every year. It's like from a young kid of 5 till now, I've been making a point to go watch it. This is a false star. That wasn't a real light you saw. That was a lighthouse, luring wanderers in the Milky Way. From the Milky Way. A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in it, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The morning dove there can do it. I know this is supposed to be a non-logical, nonsensical way of explaining things, but I really can't follow along anymore. I'm just going with the flow now. After all, he's got all the answers. Answers? I see. So all of this is fake. Do you have a plan, Nageki? No, not really. I just know that the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars. I know why only I can break it. If I can, that is, somehow. Well, good luck. Wait. Can you explain a little more? Ah, too late. He's gone. Jeez, no one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful. Stop talking to the fourth wall, Jackie! Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some cause for optimism. He said that I could do it. Well, at least the gnomic and hungry old man gave Nageki some clear reassurance. Your planisphere is sure is turning out to be useful, Nageki. A little above the very bottom. So we're here, right? So right here. And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said, we should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars? Let's hope so. And there are 2 suspicious stars at the top. A false lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza. And from what he said, we need to break it? Alright. Now then. We need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up, don't you think? Oh god, we are in a Persona game. This is like what happened in Persona Dancing All Night. Soon we're gonna meet up with some enemies and we're gonna have a dance off. Play a really bad rhythm game. Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll. Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I had to go with you, mon ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safer if you got the map with you after all. Take care of her, alright? Right! Well, the king very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream with our lives? Of course we will! After all, this place is crazy. What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? I think you could use the word calisthenics. You don't need to use the word radio aerobics, because that sounds even more awkward. Culture shock. And so we split up. Dageki and me going through one door, Yuya going through another. We'll wake everyone from this dream and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yuya's already off and getting stuff done. We better move along too. Right. Yuya does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something. I'm opening the door. Are you ready? Bring it on! The Lying Picture Book. Ooh, fancy! Once there was an Oko-san. There was something the Oko-san wanted to find, no matter what. I don't know. Looks like he's farting. Maybe one's looking for some antacid pills. So he ran to the ends of the earth. The Oko-san was very fast. He could run anywhere. He ran everywhere. At the end of the earth, there was a giant hole in the ground. The Oko-san fell into the hole. No one remembers the Oko-san now. Poor Oko-san. Poor Oko-san. That's a weird little story. Cool! Oko-san is the pudding god! Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding! Oko-san! Hostage confirmed. Moving to secure. Oko-san, let's get out of here. Okay? Cool! Oko-san used wing attack. It was super effective. Pokemon reference. Ow, ow, Oko-san, that hurts. Calm down and listen to me. Cool, Oko-san is not Oko-san. Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding. You're not being a particularly benevolent god in either way. Yeah, Oko-san. God has to listen to the voices of the downtrodden common people. Ooh, really? Yes. Ooh, in that case, Oko-san will listen for 3 centimeters. Wait, that's distance, not time. It's like crossing whatever in 10 parsecs. Oko-san is the pudding isn't real. You have to kiss it goodbye and come back to reality. Oh, silence! So 3 centimeters is about 10 seconds? Looks like it. Oko-san, calm down! This crumbly thing isn't the pudding you've been searching for all these years. Ooh, pudding is pudding! What does Jackie know about pudding? I don't know anything about pudding. Think about it, Oko-san. Is the pudding you seek something that I could understand? Of course not. It's something beyond and above something completely outside my comprehension. I think your speech is beyond my comprehension. Exclamation points! Whenever you talk about pudding, it's like the meaning of the universe, or the final secret of the earth, or some sort of cult deity. No matter how hard you've been trying to explain it, I just don't get it. I still don't know what the pudding you're looking for is. But I do understand it's not something that you can just find like that. Ooh, of course not. The pudding is an amazing treasure. Doesn't this strike you as odd then? How could you have found that amazing treasure without doing anything? Ooh. What have you been training for all these years? Have you been training so that you can find the pudding which sleeps forgotten in the ends of the earth? You couldn't possibly find a treasure like that this easily. It's a trap, Oko-san! A fake! You have to remember, Oko-san. Remember the pudding you seek. Cool! Yeah, so we are in Kingdom Hearts land now. Gotta grab that keyblade and start fighting your shadow. Cool! Cool! And before we know it, we're standing in a room just like the one where we started. Was everything we saw in there before just an illusion created by the king? Probably yes. He was hoping to hold us back. Cool! Oko-san has remembered! Cool! The true pudding is the universe itself! But it cannot be found in this universe. It is infinite! I don't think I follow. Don't worry, I don't either. Cuckoo! Oko-san must return to Earth and seek the true pudding! The wall cracked? We must be breaking the shell, like the migrant said. Oh, I get it. When someone starts thinking I want to go home, the egg cracks a little. It doesn't look that it will crack anymore though, and we probably couldn't break it by hand. We'll need to keep going forward. Cool! Oko-san is going home! Oko-san, wait! Oko-san gallops into the darkness, snorting and cooing with excitement. Well, he can probably take care of himself just fine. Probably. My eyes are getting used to the darkness again, and I can make out another door opposite from where we came in. What will we find in the next room? The unenclosed picture book. Once there was a chrysalis. The chrysalis was all alone. The chrysalis used hardened. I don't know how to grow up, so I stayed a chrysalis forever. But one day a butterfly came along. The butterfly said, "Let's be friends. I can show you how to become a beautiful butterfly, just like me." The lonely chrysalis was happy, because it wasn't alone anymore. But its friend, the butterfly, disappeared soon after. The lonely chrysalis was alone again. It didn't know where to go anymore. It didn't know what it wanted to do anymore. The lonely chrysalis shrank and hardened. See, it did use harden. Nothing will ever come out of it now. Poor chrysalis. Poor chrysalis. Merry Christmas! It's the Christmas junkies. And here I was expecting some emotionally charged, heart-wrenching scene. You shouldn't judge by appearances. Maybe these creatures have some sort of deep internal conflict as well. Well, we did find out they have a tragic backstory. Yeah, that story got pretty dark. Miru, Kaku, we need to get out of here. If we stay here too long, we won't be able to get home anymore. Merry Christmas? What? This place is called the Holiday Star, but it's not Christmas, is it? If we don't get out of here, we'll never be able to celebrate Christmas again. That was fast. Merry Christmas! Shock! Times 10 to the 6th! I suppose that's an expression of surprise. They do appear to be moved. Merry Christmas! That would be bad. Really bad! Merry Christmas! Me and Kaku want to start preparing for the next Christmas. Zoom! The two of them ran into the darkness. That was a lot easier than Oko-san. But there aren't any cracks in the shell. There must be someone here. I guess so. It's the doctor. We just went through the plain corridor a little while ago. Anyway. I already know who will find through that door. Well, I already know. Enormous enemy is approaching. Keep your dignity, Nageki. I'm already dead, so I'll think I'll be safe no matter what. But do be careful, Miss Femsey. Coming through! Huh? There's no reply. It's just the kitchen. Miss Femsey, watch out! What? What? What happened? Okay, he slams into me from behind. I go rolling across the floor. Nageki, I thought you were such a gentleman. I'm as surprised as you are. Complain to whoever attached that thing to the ceiling. Huh? A gigantic bear trap is laying on the floor where I stood a moment ago. What? Did that fall from the ceiling? Oh, do forgive me. It appears to have fallen a little more slowly than I calculated for. Do not fear. I'll use more exact measurements next time. What do you mean, do not fear? You people-sidle partridge proprietor. That's a tongue twister. I had to think about it for a moment. And you're supposed to lay bear traps on the ground You're supposed to lay bear traps on the ground anyway. Hanging it from the ceiling? Really? I swear kids these days can't do anything right. I was planning to modify it so it would seize the victim's head and then lift them back up to the ceiling. Oh god, that's sick. It would help with whatever that word is. I see, you weren't planning to close after all. My neck hurts just thinking about it. Fluffy heretic chef. I mean, Dr. Iwamine. Your dark fantasies, affections end now. You notice too, right? This place isn't normal. We've been shut in. If we stay here for too long, we'll enter a persistent vegetative state. What? You mean he already knows? I read a report on a similar phenomenon where a number of people shared his dream. I read it a few years ago now. I suspect we are under the effects of something not unlike the mass hypnosis caused by the eclipse. If that is not the case, you should not be here. Question mark. Well, at least we don't have to explain it to him. So explain it to you. Let's escape together, Doctor. No, thank you. Rejected at the speed of light. Are you more comfortable here, sir? Then? Who knows? I haven't been here for half a day. I haven't quite decided yet. But didn't you say yourself that you're one of those sad people who only love research, Doctor? Your brain will rot and drip out of your ears if you stay here in this eternal holiday kingdom with its happy-go-lucky king. It is as you say. If I have my fill of research, I cannot complain. The term vegetative is not entirely accurate. The brain relinquishes control over the body and sinks into a state of pure, unadulterated thought. Is that not so? You did say that our brains were disconnected from our bodies, so I guess so? To cast away all functions but conscious thought. What a pure state of being. It fascinates me. But what? Do you really want to stay in the street forever, Doctor? Since when were you the dreamy type? Dreams are not such rigid things as you seem to think. The activity of the brain is no different while dreaming than while waking. But there isn't anything here to use for your favorite diabolical experiments. No, we cannot be so sure about that. The king of this star seems to have absorbed the knowledge and experience of all who have washed ashore here, and blended them into a being capable of conscious action after all. Oh, that is a big sentence. You lost me. Yeah, me too. To put it another way, the birds of this star hold within themselves the capacity to replay any number of past events. This star is practically overflowing with material for study. Have no worries there. This isn't the sort of thing that happens every day after all. Since I have the chance to experience it, I want to stay and take advantage of it. Are you really sure about that, sir? No matter what you study, no matter what you discover, you'll never be able to announce it to the world. I seek knowledge and knowledge alone. I am not doing this for someone else's sake, or for some earthly goal. Given the chance to engage in unadulterated thought without outside disturbance, I am happy to accept it. Go on ahead. We have nothing more to talk about. Shell cracked. Well, it did crack, but it looks a little subpar. Those cracks must be from Miru and Kaku. Probably. We don't have much time. We'll go rescue the others. Please reconsider while we're gone, Doctor. Well, we shall see. Ho 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 ho. This is no time for ho 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 fluffertick. I do hope he decides to help us. The infirmary would be awfully lonely without the murderous Fluffetek around. Miss Femsey! Yes? We got company! Greetings, travelers. Jeez, we already decided to go home. No one likes the host who tries to lock you in their house and make you stay forever. Unless you have Stockholm Syndrome. How many of those vague see-through citizens are there anyway? You all should try talking to the king too. Only a tyrant would try to stop visitors from leaving, right? Have you been here with that king forever? No, we haven't. We are the same as you. So you came from the outside? You must have been the same. We were very afraid, and we came here. Afraid? Nageki and I had a nice time coming here on a comfortable train with a friendly conductor. I don't remember being afraid of anything. If you came from outside, you have homes to return to, right? Why are you staying here? Because we don't have to worry about anything. Because there's nothing scary here. The king said the king is all. And all are the king. Soon, you guests from away will be the king too. All are the king. So there's nothing scary here. Everyone is together. Let's be together. The king is waiting on his royal throne. But the king glances nervously at Nageki. The king does not want to be friends with that mourning dove. You don't have to come. That's not very nice of you. The king commanded, you shall stay away. King faded into the darkness, leaving the selfish command behind. Wow, Nageki. For the looks of his face, I bet the king is changing his royal underwear right about now. He's a bit of a crybaby. I don't think scaring him was very hard. I do wonder about that though. Why was he so afraid of Nageki? And Margaret said something about that too. Maybe you're the king's natural enemy? Let's hope so. And those vaguely citizens turned into the king and disappeared. If what they said is true, perhaps everyone who stayed here ends up turning into the kings? That's a bit much. What is this, a horror movie? Close enough. At least it sounds like he's waiting for us. We got to go find the others and teach him a thing or two about international travel laws. What does that have to do with anything? Not much variety in the decor here, but I must say I'm getting a little sick of it. I wonder how things are going on the roof. I can probably trust Mr. Leon, rather than keep my body from spontaneously combusting or anything like that. That artistic scientist fellow's probably cleared the clouds away. But the king is of the place blocked by the moonlight. Search and rescue mission in a zone of total surrealism, eh? This isn't new even to me.